This segment is brought to you by Waits and Downer, attorneys at law. All right, we are back, and of course, we have a little weather out there that we're keeping our eye on. And I say a little weather because it's not nothing big yet, but we're going to keep watching it. The parish president is here. Good to see you again, Mr. Parish President.
Thank you for having us.
All right, and Earl Hughes, we've seen him over the years quite a bit. Emergency Office of Preparedness. How are you, sir?
Doing fine, Martin. Thanks for having us today.
All right, let's talk about this disturbance that's coming off, and got to prepare for it. We don't know what's going to happen with it, so it's a wait-and-see game right now, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Especially, saying it's 30% of opportunity to develop. That was 20%. It's up a little bit. So we're going through our normal preparation processes and just, checking all the boxes and, just making sure things are like we need them to be and as prepared as often or as much as we can be.
Yeah. Let me turn to Earl. This ain't your first rodeo. You've been doing this for a long time. You're looking at this. Well, I guess we just got to hope that it doesn't get caught up and get stationary and build. You want it to keep moving, right?
Yeah, I want it to keep moving up against the northern coast. So I don't want to get it too far down into the Gulf of America. The water is pretty warm down there, so the further away from the coastline it is, there's a possibility of it developing into something else. But the National Hurricane Center's got it at 30% over the next 7 days, and then actually 10% over the next 2 days. So I think what we're going to see is some tremendous rainfall Wednesday and Thursday.
So we're looking at, and people say, well, they were asking me at lunch, how much rain do you think we're going to get? Come on. I mean, man, if I could answer that question, we'd be in good shape. But, be prepared for 10. I always tell people, be prepared for 10. If you're getting those training storms, you're going to get it. How are we doing on the pumps? How's everything checking out for you in the parish?
We go through the process before every rain event. It could be a front coming through. We have conversations about getting the system pumped down. We're always continually making improvements to the system and what that looks like, with us bringing on the Bayou pump and being able to pump into the reservoir that used to be shell property. That allows us to do some different things. But at the end of the day, we're bringing things down in the system and preparing, like doing things like sandbags and getting all the things out for our residents to help make sure that their properties are protected.
Yeah, Earl, another question I get asked, what's the surge going to be like? Of course, we don't know if we're dealing with a depression or we might not have a depression. Yeah, might have a thunderstorm, might have a tropical storm. We don't know.
Right. It depends on the development of the system, but I think we could probably, with the winds that it's going to produce on its own without being a tropical system, we could probably see 1 to 2 feet above normal tide surges.
What you think? I'm guesstimating by just from past experience when you get into these situations, 35, 40 mile per hour winds and it's hard to predict again because we don't know what it's going to be. But if it stood status quo, we're going to get some hefty winds, but nothing terrible.
Yeah, we may get some gusts up to 30 miles an hour, a little over 30. And then, the Terrebonne Levee Conservation District, they're already closing some preliminary gates now in preparation of it coming on shore. Mm-hmm. So with that, they know they're going to have some elevated tides.
Yeah, and they'll be on tomorrow for that to talk more about that. Mr. Parish President, let's talk about, just to get people warmed up in the bullpen, sandbag locations, different things of that nature. Let's get them at least alert.
Yeah, and we had instituted last year where we do permanent sandbag locations now at both the Civic Center and at the Air Base Sports Softball Complex. Mm-hmm. So now we usually monitor those once a week. Now we're going to a daily monitor to make sure that the sand is there, and so that stuff's all ready to go. So people can start getting that sand now. But again, we're gonna hope for the best, prepare for what could be worse than that. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, just stay tuned to our alerts as they're coming out. Watch the weather stations, watch HTV to make sure that check your generators. Just go through all the steps. It's a good test run, right? Mm-hmm. To understand that if it was a big storm, what are the things we'd have to deal with? Go through that stuff now.
Mm-hmm. And Earl, what can we tell people that we haven't told them last 40 years or whatever? You just got to keep repeating yourself, don't you?
Yeah, well, watch the forecast, keep up with local media, watch you guys on HTV, and make sure that you have what you need to be prepared. Stock up on water and supplies that you may need in the event that, we have an incident. Have your batteries for your flashlights, and like I said, it's important that we have our water supply. In last couple of months, we've had some issues with the water system, so people need to keep those supplies on hand just in case they're needed.
Yeah.
But keep up with the forecast and see what's happening and monitor it on a daily basis.
What's your office going to look like this week? Full-fledged?
Not right now. We're in a monitoring stage right now, so we're on the normal business hours, but towards Wednesday and Thursday, we may increase to like 12 hours on those days, and so we can kind of keep a constant watch on what's happening. We're dependent on the National Weather Service and the National Hurricane Center to give us the information that we need, and we'll keep up with that.
Once again, Mr. Parish President, hard to say when your workers are going to be out because we don't know what we're dealing with yet. Right. So tomorrow's going to be a big day to find out Tuesday.
Yeah, and look, we have all the confidence, Earl said, in the National Weather Service and those organizations. We're seeing the data come across like we would normally do. Concerns about whether those things were cut and what that means for storm recovery. You see that FEMA's been responding with Trump to the stuff in Texas. So as far as all that stuff goes, I think we're okay and ready to go. Little things like filling up your bathtub with water is an opportunity to, I don't think people really do that anymore a lot, but I know it's something I do when storms come through. So just making sure everything's ready to go and that everything's tested.
All right. Thank y'all for coming. We'll see y'all during the week right here on Bayou Town. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be right back. Don't go away. This segment was brought to you by Waits and Downer, attorneys at law.